Alright, whoa, okay, awesome! It's a new recipe! Well, that was very convenient, especially considering that, man, that's a long day's work. I'm already pretty worn out, having gone ahead and eaten all of the yakisoba I possibly could, and basically using up all of my energy to fish, and fish, and fish and fish and fish. And at least we have a lot of fish now. I mean, a lot of fish, and a couple recipes too! Let's see, what's this one for? The boy band boyfriend pillow. Oh, okay. Well then, I'm sure that's healthy. What is she, like 8? Ooh, and the ant farm. Now that one is much more up my interest. But alright, so hello everyone, and welcome back to a little bit of a high seas drama, because now that I have gone ahead and gathered up all my fish for the day, I actually have a very important task. We need to come and talk to Taco, because yesterday we met his son, sitting in the rain all by himself deep in the woods, staring out numbly at the lake that was there. And we had a long talk, an extremely long talk. A talk so long that I really am somewhat concerned about Taco-san, to be completely honest. But the gist of it is that we need to let this man know his son's ready to grow up. Also, to be really, really careful, man. I hope he keeps his hand. But before we do that, let me actually go ahead and deliver a couple of red snapper to our wonderful neighbor, Daisuke. Tuna? More like too easy na. Let's see what we have for round 2. 2 red snappers. On it. Yes! That's both of them. Great work. Of course, here's a little reward for you. The raccoon bedroll. I have a feeling I know who's gonna love that. This is too easy for you. Ready for a real challenge in round 3? Bring me 2 crabs. You know, funny you say that. I actually have a couple in my pocket. Wow, beautiful specimens. You're a natural. And I can't forget your reward. Yes! Finally! The Sakura fan! We can finally make that for Boba's mom! You're doing incredible, kid. You ready for round 4 of the fishing challenge? This one is a rare one, so I'm asking for just 1 conger eel. If anyone can do it, it has to be you. Well, he finally got me. I don't have a single conger eel, but I'm sure that we'll be able to find one eventually. Okay, and with that task done, I was talking to your son? My son does not talk. He also does not listen. Well, that's kids, right? Ha ha. He's my boy, but he just cannot pay attention. I think he has been listening. Everything I say goes into one of his ears. And then from his other ear, the words I am saying to him, it just all comes out from that ear. I think he does not even know the name of my fishing booth he works at. He works at Smokey's Fish Hut, because the old one was Muffy's fish stand and Smokey was the bird that you had for 12 days. I was being a silly person. Of course he knows where he works. He's a good boy, but he just does not listen. Maybe too lazy. Where I come from, we are very industrious people. That was actually Kiku Village, right? Oh, he told you that? He's been here a while now, I guess. Maybe 1 or 2 years even. He's been here for 3 years. Oh, alright. I guess you are right. I guess he is right. We have been through a lot in the time he's been here. Such as the great dog infestation. That's right. I nearly forgot about that. Perhaps I have been too hard on the boy. You know what? I should change the name of my fishing stand to his name. What do you think? Koji's Fish Shack sounds great. I like the sound of that. He told you all of those things? Oh. Koji, my boy, you're here. Sorry I'm late for work. I was doing some thinking. You are not late. You do not even work here. What? Are you firing me for being late? No, no. What I mean is I don't want you here. Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't mean it that way. What I mean is, I mean to say, you think he's ready to start his own business? That is what I said. Koji, I was about your age when my father pulled me into his taco chopping business. And it is all I've ever known. Didn't you ever want to do something else? No. This is all I've ever known. This is all I've ever wanted to know. But maybe this is not the life for everybody. That's what I have been trying to say. Maybe sometimes it is me that also needs to listen. Aww. So tell me about this store you want to open. Working at the docks might have been the life you've chosen for yourself, and I respect that. But this is not the life for me. I've always had this idea for a new fishing booth at the night market. A booth stocked with rare and hard to catch fish. Hey, do you happen to have any eels in there? A place where people from all over can come and enjoy the fine art and challenge of fishing. Huh. You always loved fishing. I think even more than me. Yeah. Well, what are you waiting for? Go start it. You're okay with it? It is your life. But if it doesn't work, then I can come here and work again until we figure out the next thing you want to do. Aww! Wow, it must be so great to have a supportive family like that. Cool. Well, that settles it then. I'm going to start my night market fishing booth. Looks like all I need is 120 wood to build it. Hey, Mineko, do you happen to have 120 wood lying in your back? My boy, why are you asking a kid to fetch your materials? What? I just thought sending the local errand kid on missions was how people acquired stuff on this island. I'll help you get started. Ask me for help. Thanks, Dad. You will always have a 10% off discount at my booth. For the first 2 weeks. That is my boy. Hey, thanks for talking to my dad. I think I'm gonna try to move to the village and see if I can make this thing happen. I am super pumped about this. You sure seem very pumped. So pumped. Oh, by the way, I better start getting rid of things I no longer need. You can have these. The Pog Paper Doll! Yes, Bella's gonna be so happy! And the Sakura Journal! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and we got a blind box. Oh my gosh. Koji's koi fishing booth will be available at the next night market. That's wonderful! Huzzah! Huzzah! New villager! Okay, that's pretty exciting. What's not so exciting is I'm a little nervous about this potential new villager, but I'm not going to make assumptions. I'm not going to think about spooky, very scary, like Tears of the Kingdom sort of characters. And, hello? New lots in the village. I guess a fellow standing at a bus stop with a case full of all their worldly belongings somehow looks like a person who is in search of a new direction in life to you. I'm sorry to... Because that is absolutely correct. Why does such a seemingly well-put-together fellow need a change of life, you ask? I didn't... Well, if you must know, I just lost my job today. But that's all I'm saying about that. Good luck with that. 12 years at my job at the docks in the mainland, and they throw me out like that. And now I find nobody is hiring here either. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, gee, how can such an obviously charming and affable young fellow like this have a hard time finding employment? And you would have a good point. But the thing is, you know what? As surprising as it might seem, you might actually be right. Exactly. I am better than this. I do deserve more. And you're right, I owe it to myself to pursue my dreams. Okay, good luck. Fine, I'll share one part of my dreams, but that's all. You really don't... Shh. Tentacles. This is the part where I wish we had backed up a little bit now. Just a bit. A few steps back. Excuse me? Tentacles. Or as I call it, the Octopool. Octopool? It's an idea for a game I've had since I was about your age. And I've always dreamt of bringing it to the weekly night market here. So, why shouldn't I have done it already, you wonder? Fair question. In all honesty, I wouldn't have any idea how to get the word out about my game. I guess you could just tell random strangers at the bus stop against their free will. Nah, not my style. But I do know someone who can print me up a bunch of flyers. I just need to find some paper. You know, I'm thinking you... I know. It's up to me to find that paper for you, isn't it? I think you might be right again. Yes, it should definitely be up to you. I humbly accept your offer. How about 10? No, wait, I should get up in a few more in case I mess up. Make that 20. I will eagerly await the delivery of 20 papers so we can get those flyers printed. And be quick, this is my livelihood we're talking about. Great. Ooh. Nice to meet you too, sir. Well, at least the good news is that we have managed to go ahead and get enough fish that I'm pretty sure, now that I'm too tired to pick up a hairball. Bye, kitties! Good luck with, like, this guy. That we can wiggle our way back home, and I'm pretty relieved because I do have a recipe for Sakura fan now, which means that we can go ahead and we can gift that to Bobo's mom. And I might have enough fish in my pockets that hopefully I can get the wood or maybe the sewing craft bench, but we're gonna have to see. All right, red snappers up first, and then this crab. I do have a golden. Okay, the golden hairballs have to go if I'm going to have enough for everything. And then I'm gonna need to sell, how about these toys? I'm really excited about opening that Boxable and seeing what I've got too. Oh, and I need to donate one of these rainbow trouts, so we'll sell one more rainbow trout. I think we're gonna have enough for the wood bench. Oh, that's right, and I need to give the wood to Saki and Dad. Ah, I'm so glad I remembered. All right, all of the starfish are gonna go. And all of these sea urchins. Oh my goodness, this is really quite a lot. Oh, wow. See? I mean, it is, you know, very smelly, very exhausting business, working at the docks all day, but I think it really pays off. I mean, quite literally, because I think we're very, 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 very close to being able to go ahead and get those other 2 crafting benches now. Let's see. And then I want to make sure we have all of those other fish donated to the museum before I do anything with that. And maybe I'll sell like 1 hairball, just for like, to cover the basics. Okay, so let's get the more expensive craft bench first, just to make sure that's out of the way. Your craft bench should be available at your desk before you even get back home. Thank you, Bobo's mom. I'm really, really close to being able to go ahead and get this last craft bench. That sewing craft bench is today's special. Okay, I need 200 more smackadoos. Let's see if any of these fish beans are new, and then let's see if I've got enough leftover resources that I might be able to whip something together at the last minute and maybe sell it to her. Hi, friend. Donation. Rainbow trout. Wow. Oh, good. We do have a octopus and a catfish already. Neat. Let's see. What about this lobster? Oh. Didn't have the lobster. Also neat. And now we just need 4 more donations. And we already donated those 2, so... So close. So close. I can practically taste it. We're so close. Hey, Bobo. All right, go, 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 go. So let's run home and see if we can whip something together just really quickly. And, you know, while we're here, we can go ahead and give the wood to Dad. Hey, Dad. So totally don't look in the backyard, by the way. Hey, Wormburger. I almost wiped out on the steps again. Hey, here you go, Dad. Well, let's go fix our steps again before I almost bite it. Show me that before and after I love. Well, you know, it's a little rough around the edges, but that gives it a rustic charm. Perfection. Why, if a more beautiful set of steps exist in the world, I haven't seen it. Oh, here's something for your help, kid. The bog diorama! I am so for that! Thanks, Dad! Alright, let me donate this other wood over to... Whoa! Hey! Nice to see you, Koji. Oh, hey, it's you. I live here now. Isn't that neato? So neato. Yeah. Not that I mind camping out in a tent, but it's gonna be even more neat-or when I have a house, I bet. If you would be willing to part with 25 woods, that'd really help. Wow, okay. Well, and I need to look at the wood craft bench still and see what it has, but now I can at least help these siblings. Here you go, 10 wood! Oh cool, that looks just like the right amount of wood to repair the stairs. It's also cool that I'm spending the prime of my life doing house repair tasks for my dull family, but whatever, I guess. Well, you know, personally, at least for the family I built with chips, I'm really happy to help take care of it. And maybe I'll learn some cool skills, Saki. And maybe it's about the values and the ethics that you choose to, you know, have the motivations behind your actions with, rather than the actions themselves sometimes. Let me see if I have anything for you. Terracotta plant pottery craft bench. Are you kidding? There's a whole nother craft bench I haven't met yet. What else was there? Oh, right. Mom was also asking about the windows. Do you know anyone with a wood craft bench that could make us like 2 windows? That'd help me move on with my life. Wow, there's so much stuff still. What do you mean pottery craft bench? I haven't even gotten the gemstone or the sewing craft benches yet. This is, well, at least I'm not gonna trip on those stairs anymore. Dad, this is just escalating. Wait, Dad, do you have another task to give me, by the way? This place is really coming together. If you ever feel like adventuring out in the caves, can you grab 10 dullite rocks? I think we could use them to decorate. Hey, funny that. How did you carry all these rocks in that little backpack? Well, your burden is my burden now. Let's go see how this looks outside. Dad, that's hilarious. I have like 70 of those things in my backpack right now. Once again, being a pack rat has proven to be totally beneficial. Aw, look at that. The house looks absolutely perfect, don't you think? Yeah. I know we moved here abruptly, and it wasn't your choice. But I think it's real neat to see you running around with new friends, exploring this place. Crafting crafts, eating eats, catting cats, all the things you've always loved doing. I'm proud of you, Wormbird. Mineko. I'm real proud of you, Mineko. Jeez, look at me blubbering on when you're probably awaiting your reward. And now we know how to make fancy dishware and a Dutch oven and a brick oven. Oh my gosh, Dad. What am I gonna do with those things? Good word. Oh, here comes trouble with a capital T. Hey, kiddo, have you made me rich yet? Wow, okay. I wonder if we don't have anything else that we really need to, like, work on for him. Oh, look, and that's how we can make a mailbox. We do have one of the neighbors who wanted a mailbox, and it looks like I'm gonna need a lot of wood for everybody. But I also need to find a way where I can somehow help, like, Nico get out of here. And there's the Sakura journal. There's the fan! I need paper and wood for that too. And there's the pug paper doll. Yes! Okay, so we are getting a little bit closer in a few different directions. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to make it all tie together just yet, but maybe with a couple more kodama, we'll be able to go ahead and at least get ourselves the sewing craft bench as well. All right, nice, nice. And maybe tomorrow we'll spend some time going out and about gathering some of the flour or something like that. Because I would really love to make the Sakura fan, but it's actually, okay, maybe wood. It sounds like everybody really needs to knock on some wood and, you know, use it to actually keep the houses from falling over or never being built in the first place as things go. Oh, I almost forgot. We should go ahead and open up the Boximal blind box. Is it going to be a snail? It's a bowl cut Boximal. That is not what I expected. Is that one of the boys? This bowl cut Boximal reminds me of someone I know. Oh, well, I guess my backpack seems to be infinitely expansive, so maybe I'll just go ahead and leave it in there just in case it happens to be, you know, helpful. All right, meanwhile, Oh, there we go. Ah, okay. Boba's mom? Thank you for the sewing craft bench. You're not going to have any fun with that thing unless you know a recipe for it. Anything you want to learn to make? How about a plush Nico? Good idea. Instead of getting into trouble looking for Nico out in the wild, why not make him at home, right? Okay. Anywho, stay safe out there, Mineko-chan. Thanks, Bobo's mom. Oh boy. Watch me need all of the cat fur in the world now. Hey, Meaners! Oh, you bought the sewing craft bench. Well, good thing we've been freeing cats around the island. You're gonna need all the hairballs you can get to make stuff on that thing. If you need any more hairballs, there's a cat farm out east that used to have a ton of them. Cat farm? Like a place where you farm cats? What? No, of course not. It's a place where cats that are too little, hurt, or old just need to be taken care of and junk. Like a sanctuary? Yeah, that's what I said. I used to go and help out when I was little. Anyway, I'll mark it on the bus stop map if you ever want to check it out. Peace outies! Oh. Oh. If I ever want to check out a cat sanctuary before the flower festival, before I go gather a ton of wood to help a very conflicted, like, takoyaki chopping man in a fish suit go ahead and move in, before I get ready to go ahead and make a bunch of plush Nikos and I'm not gonna comment on that boyfriend pillow, and instead I'm going to turn my attention to the fact that apparently the yokai face zipper pouch needs some iron that I don't know how to smelt just yet. Hank the Hunk tote bag. Wow. Well, I think I'm definitely getting ahead of myself in a few places when it comes to being able to go ahead and actually craft some of these things. But it sounds like tomorrow I've got a cat sanctuary to go visit, and it sounds like we are going to want to go ahead and collect a whole bunch of the white cat fur and a whole bunch of anything that I can hug / squeeze with fish to make it red. Hang in there, Nico. Wow. So, dang, where do I even begin? Well, you know, with the most practical step, a good night's sleep. So, I'm gonna get cozy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Okay, no need to go ahead and take off my clothes. We're just gonna bounce out of bed, just like going